Welcome back to KDS Reviews. This is a review of episode 6, The Fly of Alien Earth. Now, this isn't an episode following episode 5, but it kind of goes back to episode 4, what was going on when Wendy, or slash Marcy, was communicating with the aliens, which I believe is leading to something. I'm going to say that somewhere in this show, Marcy is going to be able to completely communicate with the alien. She's going to use them to attack some of the humans. That's just a guess, but that's what I believe what's going to happen, what's going to go on. Now, her brother wants to get her off this island. He sees how they're being used. She's being used by the Whalen Corporation. But they keep insisting and telling him that she's a piece of property. She belongs to them. There's nothing you can do about it, you know, at all. And he thinks she's being abused. Now, remember Nibs? In episode 4, Nibs said she was pregnant. And they were like, what are you talking about? You can't be pregnant. So she keeps insisting upon that. This flashback that show would happen. And they figure that the best thing to do is to wipe her memory clean. Now, Hermit, who was one of the scientists that created her, he doesn't want to have anything to do with that. He's like, no, they're intelligent. They can do all kinds of things. We just let her stay. And they're like, no, it's going to happen with or without you, basically. So he says, I don't want to do it. And they said, fine, you're fired. And he tells his other scientists to do it. He's like, what? They said, like, yeah, you're fired. And if you're not off this island by the end of the night, you'll be shot. Thanks for the work. You've done what we wanted you to do. Now, you got two choices. You get off the island or die. Meanwhile, Yante and Kevlar, they're bargaining back and forth over the alien DNA and the creatures that they want. Each one of them want it. They want them bad, too, and they'll do anything. She offers him $10 billion, $20 billion, $50 billion. He's like, well, I got to clean up your mess because it hit the building with these people, and all these people died. It's going to cost you. But then when she makes a deal with him, he's like, well, it's going to take 2 weeks. And we all know Kevlar is just a crook anyway. He's going to use that time to get what he wants out of these alien creatures. Now, Nib's memory is wiped clean. Now, Wendy slash Marcy comes up to her. Now, this is the part that was amazing to me. They're just going to let somebody talk to her after they wiped her memory clean. And she keeps trying to tell her what had happened. And Nibs is like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember any of that. She only remembers things from episode 2, not episode 4. So Wendy there slash Marcy is getting annoyed by that. Now, Slightly tries to get Wendy's brother inoculated with the alien any kind of way, face hugger anyway, because Morrow is behind all this. He's trying to get the alien DNA for Yanti, and he just can't do it. He almost gets her brother to go where the aliens are at, but he has to go on a patrol. But he still has this problem of trying to get the alien, creature, the fetus, out of there. So it ends up, while all this was going on, Kirsch, Kevlar, they're all having this meeting, and Kirsch tells Toodles to watch the aliens, do exactly as I say, feed them, and this is not a request, it's an order. So Toodle goes through his whole little progress, okay, of feeding the aliens. But remember the sheep alien? It distracts him, hits the wall, closes the door behind him. Toodles is stuck in there with like this wasp, or the fly, as the episode was called. They attack him and wipe him out. They get all into his mouth and everything else. I mean, they kill him. And the sheep just sits there and looks. That sheep is more smarter than what you think it is. Now, Slightly then gets Chanel, because that's the guy that got fired. He goes in there because he told Marcy's brother through, one of the screens there when he was typing on the screen that they're in danger and they need to get out of there. But before he leaves, the alarm goes off, so he runs to the lab where Slightly is, and he gets trapped in there. slightly closes the door, seals the door on him. And he tries to get out. He manages to get himself out, but he gets attacked. The face hurt, jumps on his face, wraps him up. This is a particularly scary part of the episode. But it's a face, just puts the egg down his throat and slightly has to hide him in the vents and everything. And this is a full-grown alien now walking around on that base. Now, Kirsch, seeing all this from this camera that's right over here, he sees all this is going on, and then Baby Kevlar asks him, "Is anything wrong? Everything okay?" And he just says affirmative. Kirsch's are going to be a double agent here. I can see it right now. Maybe he sees what's going on. Now, this is what I was able to come to a conclusion of. These creatures, they're just not, dogs and cats. They're just not out there killing everybody for no reason. They seem to be very intelligent. They know exactly what they're doing. The xenomorphs work together to get rid of one fella himself. And I believe they're a lot more intelligent. And that's what that clicking that Marcy was doing at the beginning, communicating. She's going to find out that they're intelligent and they know exactly what they're doing. And then the episode goes off. Now, what did you think of Alien Earth? What do you think of the whole show? I want to see some comments down here below, and who's seen the show. Tell me, how do you think this is going? Remember, this movie is this series is supposedly supposed to take place just before the first Alien movie. So I'm going to see how they're going to tie this up. I believe it's 9 episodes, I believe. I want to see where this is going to go. Remember, this is KDS Reviews, and KDS Reviews is seen every Wednesday and every Sunday. And throughout the week, we make commentary about what's going on in Hollywood as far as the state of movies making. If you like this type of content, then like, subscribe, and share. I want to hear some comments below about this show and this particular episode, or really any episode. What do you think? How do you like it? You think it's scary? It is very scary to me. This is KDS Reviews, and I will see you in the next video.